Hello and welcome to Impact Leadership. I'm Brother Jackie Cannell, and I'm so thankful that you tuned in to Impact Leadership. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. I go back and listen, and I get a nugget or two out of all of this. And over the past few weeks, we've talked about the importance of looking for potential leaders and building partnerships and developing a dream team of leaders in our organization. And this week, I want to talk about how do you develop a team of winners. Oh, I like that. I like the thought of building a team of winners. I believe that when we build a team of winners, I believe it's just such an environment of excitement and rewarding in any organization. So when we think about this, I want to just share with you this very opening thought. The growth and development of people is the highest calling of leadership. If you're going to develop a team of winners, you've got to be willing to help them grow and help them develop. And it becomes your responsibility as the leader of the pack to make sure that when you look at potential leaders, you develop partnership and you're building the dream team, that you have to be willing to expose that team to opportunities to grow. Maybe you need to send them to a seminar. Maybe you need to tell them to look at JC Impact. Maybe you need to bring them to a session we have. Maybe you need to have a seminar. Maybe you need to do a summit, an impact summit. We do all that stuff. Maybe you need to develop a time where you focus in on a particular subject and you bring your team in with a leader that can speak into that subject, whatever it is. But you have to realize that if you're going to build a team of winners, you got to grow them, you got to develop them, and listen, use all kind of resources to make that happen. And I believe there's resources available for you to take and invest in their leadership life. And what I have found is a lot of times it's so healthy and such a good thing to bring in someone to speak. And listen, you can bring in somebody to speak on a particular subject for an hour, and that hour investment pays incredible dividends as you develop your team. So if you're going to develop a winning team, you got to help them grow and you got to help them develop. And I'd love to talk to you about that, how you can do that, give you some ideas on that. We would be willing to talk about that. Just contact us at jcimpact.org and we'll give you some information about that. But I believe that all growth begins with motivation. That is, when you are going to develop a winning team, you got to motivate them. And that motivation, I believe, is something that you can develop in your team. And watch this, you can ask motivating questions to your team. Like you bring your team together and you want to motivate them to do something, well, kind of get them all together and ask them motivating questions pertaining to the subjects or what you want to achieve or what your vision is. Get them to have investment and input into your dream and into your vision, and make sure that you motivate them by asking motivating questions. Not downgrading questions, not negative questions, but hey, let's think about this, guys. Do y'all have any ideas how we can accomplish that? Get them to buy into that, and you're going to be developing a team of winners. And then not only that, good leaders are good listeners. If you are going to develop a winning team, you've got to be willing to listen to your team. Listen to what they're saying. Give them a chance to, watch this, talk to you. Give them a chance to give you feedback. Be a good listener. Listen when they're talking, listen to them, not necessarily what they're saying, but what they're not saying. If you're a good leader, you know how to be a good listener. And that good listening technique will help you make an investment in that team member so that you can develop a team of winners. And then to help them, people around you, help them develop a personal growth plan of their leadership. For example, you may want to give them some reading assignments. I know that sounds a little, you say, Brother Jackie, they're working for me all the time, or they're working for our company all the time. Now you want me to give them homework? Yes. Give them opportunity to personally grow, and let them read a leadership book. Get them to look at a podcast and then come together and talk about that. All these things are important, and there's a gazillion tools out there that if you will put your mind at work on how you're going to develop a team of winners, man, there are all kinds of things that you can do to help your team become better and be a winning team. And then finally, strive for excellence. Don't ever compromise your goal of excellence. We have this statement in our church, and it goes like this: excellence honors God and inspires people. I believe that's true in a church, in a home, in a business, whatever it is. When you're striving for excellence, that's going to help you achieve great things. So guys, strive for excellence, and you got to be willing to tell the difference between leaders and great leaders. Great leaders will produce followers, and they're going to produce other leaders. In other words, when you have a great leader, there's going to be people following him, but it won't stop there, him or her. It won't stop there. It'll go on and produce other great leaders. So when you're thinking about this, developing winning teams, and you're talking about how do you do that, there's a lot of moving parts to that. But man, make sure that in your leadership, that is your objective. You want to develop a team of winners. Listen, together everyone accomplishes more. When you develop a winning team, you're going to see incredible results in your organization. And I hope that you'll do that. Oh, there's so many things for you to tap into. We would love to answer your questions. We would love to spend time with you. You can contact us at jcimpact.org. And I would love to get feedback from you from this. Maybe you've got a leadership question you want to ask, or maybe you've got some input. We would love to hear from you. So connect with us at jcimpact.org. I'll see you next time.